Hello, it's Avery again. Today we are going to do an instructional on how to put on lashes, which lashes to choose, and yeah, so here we freaking go. Okay, so if this is your first time doing lashes, I suggest that you go for a clear band lash. These are way more flexible, they're easier to shape onto your eye. It's gonna attach, you're gonna have to put a little more glue on it, but it will attach like perfectly to your eye shape. If you use the ones with the dark band, so you can see the difference. So like these have a thinner band, these have a thicker dark band. These ones are not as flexible, and you have to be a little bit more accurate with your placement because it's not going to have as much give as the more flimsy flexible ones. Okay, so the ones that I'm using today are the Ardell 859. I got these at Marshall's. They were like, I don't know, like $7. So these are the ones that I'm going to start out with. So this particular brand, even though they have the dark band, they're actually pretty flimsy, which we love. Like, woo! Most with the dark band do not do that. However, I take my nail and run it along the, like, seam of the lash because it helps curl it more, which makes it fit to my eye just a little bit better. Okay, so I suggest taking the lash and placing it on your eye. Without glue. This is just to see how big it is, see if you need to trim it any. If it is sticking off the side or it's like pulling your eye down, you need to trim it. Eyelashes should give you the shape of like going snatched. You'll see. Okay, so I have my scissors. I'm just gonna go in and cut off like that much because I have a smaller eye shape and a large lash. Like when I try to put a normal size lash on, it ends up stabbing me in my inner corner and it's very painful and it's not fun. Okay, next you're gonna get your glue. I personally, I don't know if you should follow this tip, but I use wig adhesive because it stays better than normal lash glue. I also don't think it's probably meant to be near your eyes, so I'm probably gonna go blind at some point maybe, so but beauty is pain, you know? Anyways, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna get, if you don't have a wand, because I don't, I use the back of a makeup brush and I dip my thing into the makeup, or nope, I dip into the freaking glue, oh my god, and I will apply that to the lash. Do not put it immediately onto your eye. You need to wait for it to get a little tacky first, let it dry a little bit. If you try to put it onto your eye directly after it's gotten, like, because it's going to be wet, it's going to be super wet. If you try to put it directly onto your eyelashes, it's going to smear, it's going to slide, it's not going to stick, and you're going to get really frustrated, so don't do that. Okay, and we're just going to go in and like so. Boop. That feels too far over, so I'm gonna pull it a little bit. Oh shit. That feels right. Okay, once I get it on, I am gonna leave it before I like try to make it perfect, because I am the type that I will freaking mess it up if I keep fucking with it like I am right now. Oh. Okay, we've kind of got it on. We're gonna let it sit and let it marinate a little bit in that glue, let that stick a little bit, and we're gonna move on to the other side. Alright, again, I'm gonna trim off the outer corner. Don't do your inner corner, do your outer corner when you're trimming your lash, because you want it to have that gradient. If you trim off the inner corner and try to glue it, it looks weird because it's like a long lash in the middle and it just doesn't make sense because your lashes go short to long. So yeah, I do my outer corners. You can do whatever you want. It's your eyelash, it's your eyeball. Do whatever works for you. Okay, so now we have this one on. We're gonna go back and we're gonna press. Oh, down again, we're gonna mush our lashes into that lash because the glue should be nice and tacky now, and you want to squeeze it together. Again, this is what I do. I don't know if that's correct or not. Okay, so now we're waiting for the side to kind of set a little more. Oh shit. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna go in with my mascara because I do use a clear / white lash glue. And I use the little like gob on the end to just go up and paint the underneath of my lashes where that glue attaches. That way you can't see the hunks of glue underneath. Because nothing's more annoying than getting out into your car thinking that your lashes look good because you used indoor lighting, and then it looking like your eyes are super fucking gross and clumpy. Okay, so now this eye should be good. We're gonna go through and mush the lash and the glue together. Okay, we're gonna go in with the mascara. Shit, don't poke yourself in the eye because it hurts. And if you make your eye water, it'll end up fucking pulling the lash off and not as annoying. Okay. Hmm. Okay. This is where you should be at. I look a little crazy right now, but that's fine. Now I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeliner on the bottom. Depending on how I feel, sometimes I just go without under eyeliner. But I feel like since I use such a dark lash, this is definitely something that goes for a more dramatic look. Okay, and then you're gonna do the inner corners. And that's, you're gonna do a liner on the inner corner. I personally use a liquid liner for that, or a felt tip. Because you can get a more precise line, and you're gonna connect your inner corner to the lash. That way it looks better. Shit, it's fine. Like so. One of these lashes looks weird. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just the lighting. I feel like this eye is a little more... Either way, that's the gist of it. Boom, bop, bam. Your lashes are done. And that's it. So if you watched this long, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps. If it doesn't, I didn't give you these tips. I'm just kidding, I did. But do better. No, I'm just kidding. I really hope these help you. A lot of these things were things that I wish I knew when I first started, and I wish I would have watched the videos on it. So if you watch this, congratulations, you're doing better than I did. Love you. Bye.